Warning, this video will instantly shift you into a parallel reality, and whatever it is that you want is going to manifest into your life. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Buckle your seatbelt because life's about to get really good, really fast. This video will shift you into a parallel reality. Let's dive right into this video. So, energy is never created or destroyed. So what I invite you to think about reality and anything that you want, it already exists. So think of it like this. Your phone number. Let's say your phone number is 858-423-1111 and mine is 808-467-8524. Those are two frequencies, right? So it would be very bizarre if I called you at that, whatever that number was I just said, I already forgot it, and you picked it up, and I said, Mom? No, Jake, this is Hector. Hector, why are you answering? I called my mom. Yeah, but you dialed my phone number. The only way to get a hold of my mother would be to get on the frequency of my mother. Now, all the different phone numbers are just different frequencies all across the world. And if you dial the right frequency, you hit the right person and you can connect to them whether they're in Canada, China, or they're somewhere in America or anywhere in between. It's about the frequency that you dial. So my mother exists. It's just that I dialed Hector's frequency, so the reality that I was experiencing, the energy I was experiencing was a communication with Hector versus my own mother. My mother existed, her frequency is always there, I just wasn't in tune with it with the tool I was utilizing, which in this instance the tool is a cell phone. So that cell phone's frequency was vibrating out to Hector's as opposed to my mother's. Similarly, any reality that you want, the money, the love, any reality that you want already exists. It's all parallel dimensions because science tells us energy is never created or destroyed. So if energy is never created or destroyed, then it's much like water. You know, water can be an ice cube, it can be liquid, or it can move into a gas steam state. So the water is always there. It's just that it's moving through different forms or different energies or different frequencies. Similarly, energy and all the realities that you want, the reality that you want is might be much like steam. It's just at a frequency level that's not perceptible to your current senses. The way to bring it to life is for you to dial that frequency much like I need to dial my mother, as opposed to Hector, to bring that frequency to life. It already exists. Comment down below what I want already exists. Comment that down below what I want already exists. Comment that down below what I want already exists. It does. It already exists. Some people will say, this is silly. This is science says energy is never created or destroyed. Albert Einstein said that time doesn't even exist. So if time doesn't exist and it's all an illusion, then anything you want in the future must already exist, but just at a speed of vibration, just at an energy frequency that's beyond your current level of perception of your reality. If energy is never created or destroyed, wouldn't it have to already exist? So a lot of times we get in a mindset where we say, I'm creating something. Actually, you're not creating it. You're manifesting it. In the Bible, it says creation is finished. What does that mean? If creation is finished, then all the energy that ever was and ever will be is 100% evenly present at all places, at all times. It's all right here. It's just about how our consciousness is directed to pull in what experiences we have. So you're really manifesting it. You're not creating it. Manifesting is becoming in alignment with it. In the same way, you're not creating the phone call with, I'm not creating the phone call with my mother. You're not creating the phone call with me if you call me. You're really just dialing an existing frequency that already exists. You're coming in alignment with a frequency, and that's what creates that experience. So what I'm inviting you to do, the mind works in pictures. So I use this analogy of a cell phone so reality makes more sense to you. So think of instead of you're not using a cell phone to manifest the money you want or the relationship you want or the job you want or the house you want or the life that you want, right? You're not using a cell phone. Instead of that tool, you have this tool. This tool works the same way. It works on frequencies just like a cell phone does. But instead of dialing a number, you hold certain images in your mind and you change your consciousness. And when your consciousness shifts, you send a broadcast out into the universe and you start pulling similar energy back into your experience. The same way that you dial a phone number and that sends a signal out, and instantly you connect with somebody on that same frequency that has the same phone number that you dialed. Similarly, you do the same thing. So it's called a parallel reality because anything you want already exists. And that's why sometimes things happen instantly. Happen in 24 hours. They happen in a week, your life changes. Why? Because that reality already exists. It's just that your consciousness had to move into it. In the book Think and Grow Rich, he says that you're never ready for a thing until you know that it's coming, until you have absolute certainty and belief that it's coming, that hope and wish aren't going to get you there. Because when you're hoping you're going to get there, your frequency, remember, this is all about frequencies. What's your frequency on hope and wish? It's that I do not have it now and I hope to get it in the future. But Albert Einstein said time doesn't exist. And if time doesn't exist, there is no future. There's only right now. And you have to embody it in consciousness now in order to create it for yourself. Isn't that exciting? Because then it's saying, okay, what I want already exists. And then you look at it more rationally. Let's say you want money. Let's say you want a soulmate. Let's say you want your dream house or your dream job. It already exists rationally. The building materials already exist for your dream house. The house might already exist and already built it. The land already exists. The money you want for whatever it is that you want to experience already exists. In fact, more money is printed every single day. And so it actually loses its value every single year by approximately 4% because there's so much money. So the money's already there. It's just that consciousness has to be in frequency of it. My mom was already there. I was just dialing Hector's frequency instead of my mom's. Sorry, Hector. Right? So the relationship you want already exists. There's 7 billion people on planet Earth. The person exists. It's just that I have to dial the frequency of that, as opposed to there's no good guys, it never seems to quite work out, I can't meet the right women, I'm always going to be alone, I'm preparing to not have kids just in case I never meet anyone. That's not the frequency that's going to bring your soulmate to life. They already exist. It can happen instantly, fast, quickly. But in order to shift into that parallel reality, I have to start looking at reality from a different lens. So comment down below right now. Comment down below right now. Everything is energy. Comment that down below. Everything is energy. Comment down below. Everything is energy. Comment down below. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. So if science says energy is never created or destroyed, if energy isn't created and it's not destroyed, then where is it? It's just that rates of vibration that's beyond the spectrum of energy that your eyes and your physical senses can perceive. Just like you can, where'd the water go? It was just here in a liquid state. Where did it go? Well, it turned into steam. You can't see it anymore. Where'd it go? Well, it's just it's at a rate of vibration that you can't perceive as easily. Still there. And similarly, start to look at what you want just like you would look at water going to steam. It exists. It's just at a rate of vibration that you're not able to perceive. And if your consciousness starts to go into having it, and you start to get emotionally involved with having it. I got emotionally involved with this YouTube channel, blowing up, getting millions of views, all of these things, but it hadn't happened yet. Now, when I was getting no views, I could have said, I'm getting no views. This isn't working out. Maybe the universe doesn't want it to be. Maybe this isn't meant to be. Because I could have reacted, my consciousness could have reacted to the present energy systems of my life. But all I would have been doing is redialing that same frequency. I could call Hector, you could call Susie, And you could say, my mom doesn't exist. Why do I've tried to call my mom. Yeah, but you dialed Susie. You dialed Hector. You have to hang up and dial your mom or your uncle or your brother, whoever you're trying to call. And when you do that, you shift the frequency, you shift the point of intention. And when that happens, you open yourself up to a whole universe that was invisible to you before. I could have sat there over and over and been like, why, Hector, why are you answering it? Why are you answering? Or I could just hang up and call my mom. I could sit there and look at the fact that my YouTube wasn't blowing up. I had no money in the bank. Ashley, my wife, girlfriend at the time, was in debt. And I could have been like, I'm broke. This isn't working out. I guess this isn't meant to be. I guess I'm not smart enough. I guess everyone was right. I shouldn't have dropped out of college. I guess I'm not intelligent enough. I guess I don't have the right resources. I should probably cut my hair and I should probably look like everybody else. Then that'll work out for me. I could have done all that. But that would have been me reacting to the current frequencies of life. That would have been reactionary consciousness. But I had to move to creation consciousness, which is I and you. You have the ability to think whatever it is that you want to think. You have the ability to think whatever it is that you want to think, regardless of the appearance of things, regardless of the present circumstances of your life. In fact, that's the only way to transcend the present circumstances of your life. Comment down below, I have free will. Comment that down below, I have free will. Comment that down below, I have free will. You have free will. The word transformation, trans means beyond. Form meaning the world of form, the world of physical reality. Form, the wall, the chair, my bank account, my current circumstances, my relationships, myself. Form. Transformation. Ation is the process of which. So trans is beyond, form is the present reality, and ation is the process of which. So the word transformation is the process of going beyond form. You have to go beyond form. You have to go beyond the present physical circumstances with a new thought pattern, with a new emotion, with a new level of consciousness, with a new image that you've decided based off of your own free will, not off the present circumstances, because that image already exists. Remember, creation is finished. Energy is never created or destroyed. So it's just a frequency that you haven't dialed into yet. But when you start to get emotionally involved in it and not react to the present circumstance and say, well, I guess this image in my mind isn't possible because look at my bank account, because look at my dating history, because look at my current job, because look at my education, because look how old I am, because look how fat I am, because look how ugly I am, because look at how I'm not good with numbers, I'm not very intelligent. That's reactionary consciousness. That's calling Hector and getting mad that Hector's answering when you wish you were calling your mom. You have to detach from that and then call your mom. You have to detach from that and hold the image of what it is that you want and get emotionally involved in that. And that's what pulls it from the quantum field and pulls you into a parallel reality where your timeline shifts quickly and fast and you start to manifest the things that you want because your consciousness is no longer being subjected to the present reality. And when I did that overnight, my YouTube channel finally blew up. And in one weekend, I got more views and more subscribers than I had in many, many years combined of working. It's called a quantum leap. It's when you shift the timeline. It's when you shift into a parallel reality. When you shift from reactionary to creation consciousness. And it sinks in. And then boom, it's like a rocket ship. You take off into a different universe, into a whole different experience of life. But it all starts by realizing that time doesn't exist. Albert Einstein said this, time does not exist. It's an illusion. So the thing you want in the future already exists in the present, but at a rate of vibration you can't perceive, and the only way to align with it is through your own consciousness. So comment down below, everything is energy. Comment that down below, everything is energy. And what I'm inviting you to do is to start getting excited that what you want already exists. people all the time can imagine things that don't exist, but we generally do it on the negative. I remember the first time my parents left me home alone, I thought there was a robber in my house. My hands were sweaty, my heart was beating, I had a baseball bat in my hand, and I called the police. I was petrified, but didn't actually exist. Now, can you take that same negative form of imagination and use it for the positive and start to get emotionally involved, have physiological reactions, feel your brain shift for a reality that's in the steam state, so to speak, right? What? You're looking at your present circumstances, you're looking at the water, and you're saying, this is reality. But then the water disappears and it's steam. Where'd it go? It still exists, it's just at a different frequency rate. Your reality is the same way. The reality you want is at a different frequency rate. So right now, it begins with you clarifying the images that you want to create in your future. Most people, the images they hold in their mind are, think of your bank account, and then they're like, there's $27 in it, I'm broke. No, you have to see the image of what you want your bank account to be. You have to see the image of the love and relationships you want to see. I had to see this channel getting millions of views. I had to see me walking on the street and someone walking up and saying, oh my God, Jake, I watch your videos and this happened in my life and it's so great, and oh my God, this happened and this happened and this happened. I had to feel the emotion of that and pull it from the quantum field, pull it from the realm of infinite possibilities, and it shifted my timeline. It shifted me into a parallel reality, and boom, I popped out the other side like a wormhole, and I was like, oh my God, my life is different before I knew it. And that's the same way with you. You're good enough. You're smart enough. It has nothing to do with any of that. You're not even your physical body. You're a spiritual being in a physical body. Comment down below, I am a spiritual being in a physical body. Comment that down below. I am a spiritual being in a physical body. So I invite you to start practicing holding the images of what you want in your mind. Practice using the example that reality is much like a phone call. It's all different frequencies. What you want already exists. It's just that you have to dial it. But instead of using the tool of a cell phone, use the tool of your mind, the tool of your consciousness, the tool of your own ability of free will to form the images of what you want and get emotionally involved. And that's what dials it to the universe and brings it back into your experience. See it, that what you want exists. It's just in the steam state like water. It's just in the steam state. But you have to dial the right phone number, but instead of the tool of a cell phone, use the tool of your own mind. You are far more powerful than you can possibly imagine. What I'm inviting you to do is use the rest of your life as an experiment to see how powerful you are. You have God-given powers of creation, of the ability to recreate your entire reality. Remember though, you're not creating in the traditional sense of creating things that do not exist, because energy is never created or destroyed. You're just dialing the frequencies of the things you cannot see, because your eyes only see a little bit of visible light. You are so much more than you can possibly imagine. So, if you have not yet, make sure that you use the second mind. That's my software that's designed to rewire the mind to your reality. Once your mind and the neurochemistry of your brain synapses start firing and wiring to a reality that doesn't exist, then you pull it from the quantum field and create it. You shift truly into a parallel reality. And it's right there down below. It's free to use. It's thesecondmind.com right there down below. Scroll to the top of the comments and use that right now. It's thesecondmind.com. Thesecondmind.com. Your first mind is the mind that's been programmed by our current world of form. The second mind is the one where you can pull anything from the quantum field and create it as your reality. It's a mind that's been wired to tap into higher levels of consciousness. It's thesecondmind.com right there down below, and it'll rewire it and start attracting miracles into your life. Thesecondmind.com. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. Bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. Even if you already subscribed, just double check you've actually hit that bell notification right over there on the side. Even if you already subscribed, couple months ago, bell notification. Then hit like on this video to support the channel. That's what sends it out into the YouTube universe for more people. If this video speaks to you or it was kind of over your head, watch it again. And if you can't watch it again, just listen to the audio while you're working on whatever you've got going on today, so it grasps into a deeper level of your consciousness. So watch this video back through again. Thank you for watching it. If you have not, please share it with a friend. You and your friend can watch it together, talk about what it means, and come up with an accountability system to hold yourselves accountable to dialing the frequencies of what you want, even though you can't see them. They already exist, and that's what's going to pull them and trigger the universe. You're going to call the universe, and it's going to bring those experiences back to you. So have an absolutely beautiful day. Comment down below, everything is energy. Comment down below, everything is energy. Comment down below, everything is energy. Download the Second Mind right there down below, and I'll talk to you soon.